The fruit bat. Where's gate 3? Yeah, I'm just driving down here now. The fruit bat. Hello, mate. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. You like your trim?
You like it?
Yeah, it's looking good.
I like to try and keep up with the times, mate, you know, keep myself young.
How's that going?
Not going that well.
What do you remember Denis as a coach?
Hard but fair. Yeah, the big thing I remember about Denis was he knew his players really, really well, and he knew who he could wind up, who he could give a spray to, and who he, you know, maybe needed to tread a little bit lighter with.
You still get intimidated by Denis? Do you still get a bit edgy around him?
I don't get intimidated by him, but I still have some nightmares. I'll get in the back seat when we get him.
Why is that? Let him sit in the back.
Well, no, I couldn't let the coach sit in the back seat. That'd be disrespectful.
How you been, Denis, anyway?
Yeah, good, Ants. What about yourself?
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's the green lights there, mate. We'll sit there for 3 weeks otherwise. Fruity looks well. He looks like he's ready to go again.
Yeah, nearly at the back of the playing weight.
He's still getting a bit nervous around you, Denis, because he's gone and got his hair cut and never trimmed up for him.
Yeah, it's funny, everyone says that. I didn't realise I was such a madman.
What do you remember from the 1998 Premiership to the 1999 Premiership?
Grand finals.
Grand finals.
Yeah, look, it was amazing. I think we won a lot of games. They were night games leading up to the grand final, and we might have been 11 games straight coming into the grand final. Adelaide with a hunter that day, and it just goes to show the best side doesn't win the grand final. The best side on the day does, and it was really disappointing. We're so lucky that we're able to turn it around 12 months later when Essendon were the best side, I think.
Yeah, by far,
in 99.
For the first bounce of a grand final. Allen got his hand on it. Capuano went a bit early. Allen got a second touch, couldn't get a kick away. Little give going forward was by King. Allison went without it. McKay put a man down and I think gave a free kick away, and Simpson at centre wing.
What about that selection, Denis, in '99? So I think Jason McCartney got himself in trouble in the prelim.
Yeah.
Obviously, and got suspended.
All I can remember is thinking, who are we going to play centre half back? And I think we opted for Glenn. Who was on the bench there? There was Cameron Mooney. There was Johnny Longmire.
Cam started on the ground. And
did he?
He lasted 5 minutes, I think, didn't he? And
5 minutes? It must have been about 32 seconds. Okay, I gave you a chance, son. You didn't do anything. Off you go.
Down towards half forward. It comes off the chest of Martin to Carey. A little bit of time for the skipper. The son playing havoc with Simpson, but he's equal to the task. He takes the mark on centre wing.
Oh, good kick.
The Roos desperate for the next goal. McKernan taken high. Welch, Motlop to goal. 20 metres out. He steadies the Kangaroos.
Shannon Motlop, I think, came off the bench.
Yeah.
He kicked a couple of goals.
I remember Shannon doing that because every time I was coming off, he was going on and kicking a goal, which was good, but it wasn't helping my chance.
I know he got a couple of Joe the Gooses, Shannon.
So who was your favourite in the in that era?
You and Fruity.
Because Fruity reckons he was.
I don't think it was me.
Well, we're talking about probably Duck was your favourite. And then Arch was you were shit scared of Arch. Is that true?
I used to cook them both in private, and won't I tell you that? And Archie, we've had our moments, gee. Yeah, I think we're all favourites.
Fruity and I being in the top 5, would we?
Fruity certainly was. I don't know about you.
That's good to hear. Yeah. I've never thought that, so that's good.
You don't want to take
that. As the time ticks down, and the Kangas have won a 4th Premiership. Well done, Denis Pagan. You deserve everything you've got today, and so does your club.
We're very lucky to turn it around after getting beaten in '98. And just to think about it, I don't think much about footy these days. I just want North to do okay, but when you sit down and like with you and Brett in the car, you now it just you start to think back and think of a few things and
fond memories, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's bloody nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
Hey? We'll be 20
years next year. Yeah. Even though we don't see a lot of each other, and I know, like I've seen you a couple of times through just around the circles, but you don't really catch up with guys because you're going off in your own little world with your families and jobs and etc. But when you actually see each other, it's like you're with each other yesterday, I find.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. And that's one of the beauties of the bonds of grand finals and premierships, I suppose, is you just feel like you know each other that well.
Yeah.
That it can be years.
Well, that's what you'll never be able to break that
No.
bond, Brett.